Hear me when I call, O God of my righteousness. Thou hast enlarged me when I was in distress. Have mercy upon me and hear my prayer. O ye sons of men, how long will ye turn my glory into shame? How long will ye love vanity and seek after leasing? But know that the Lord has set him apart, that is godly for himself. The Lord will hear when I cry unto him. Stand in awe and sin not. Commune with your own heart upon your bed, and be still, Selah. Offer the sacrifices of righteousness, and put your trust in the Lord. There be many that say, who will show us any good? Lord, lift thou up, and light of thy countenance upon us. Thou hast put gladness in my heart, more than in the time that their corn and their wine increased. I will both lay me down in peace and sleep, for thou, Lord, only makest me dwell in safety. birthday, dear Pepper. Happy birthday to you.
And many more. Hip hip. Hooray. Hip hip. Hooray. You're going to help Stripe?
You're going to blow it
One
out?
more for good luck. Hip hip. Hooray. Okay, blow it out.
Well
There
done.
we go. Yay. There you go. There you go. Yay.
Yeah.
Isn't there a gentleman way to eat these?
No, not for Stripe, no.
Pepper likes
Oh, they smell nice, don't they? Gosh, he
he
likes
does
that.
like sausages. You have to.
Oh, he likes that.
Oh,
Make him
well done,
sit.
everybody. Happy birthday.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Wildwood Cottage and welcome back to Wales. It's lovely to have you here. Hope you're all doing well and I hope you're all having a good week. Well, it's been a while, hasn't it, since I've done any proper videos, but it has been manic, absolutely manic here. Yeah, the rats turned up, didn't they? And life just turned upside down. The landlord came back, all the wood had to be sorted out and chopped. So that's all sorted out and in the woodshed. I've got my wood storage back in that direction by the door to the garage. My little wood wall that I did last year, so that's all full, drying out, waiting for the winter fire. The fire's finally gone off. And yeah, the summer is kind of here, but it's raining today and we're on a yellow warning for rain until 12 o'clock this evening, till midnight. So yeah, everything's all been changed around here. I've had to dig out the bed underneath the window, as I showed you in my video the other day. And yeah, I've got a special bench underneath the window there now. I got rid of that pallet bench that was in my last video. That's now up in the new pergola, which I built put in a video the other week. The one I built out of tree branches. It's still not finished. I've just had so much going on with the rats. Getting everything cleared to get rid of the rats. And we've had visitors over the weekend. Husband's had a week off, so I had a week off with him. It was my 30th wedding anniversary and it was also my 51st birthday. So I've had an awful lot going on the last couple of weeks. But the visitors have gone. Husband's gone back to work. It's raining, as I say, and the sun's trying to come out. So I'm hoping to get out and get a couple of jobs done. I've got to do behind the woodshed because that's where the rats were coming from. When they were moved on from the bee place, they decided to take up residence behind the woodshed. Now there's a big hazel tree growing behind there that sort of sprang up this year with all the wet weather that we've had. So I want to go round and get that sorted out while Stripe's in bed because I don't want him seeing me being able to get round the back there because he'll just clock it straight away and he'll be constantly trying to get round the back. So I've got that to do today. We're going to have a little look around the garden and see what other jobs we want to do because I've got a few videos in mind coming through the summer. I want to do the barn at the back. I'm not going to convert it into a workshop this year. That's just not going to happen. I think that's something that's going to come in the future. Maybe next year, maybe the year after. I'm not sure yet. I might buy a shed to put in there instead of redoing the barn so I can get it done quicker and get moved in, and then I could insulate it and put a fire in there and get myself working on my weaving in there. But that's not going to be this year. So what I thought I'd do instead is turn it into a little patio area with some pots on the wall, and I'm going to do that this summer. So that's one of my plans for a video to come. I'm also going to redo the chicken run and build them a new house. So I thought I'd do a video about that for you in case you're thinking of getting chickens and just show you what I'm going to do in there and my plans for their run. I'm also going to be building chicken tunnels so they can have some more space in the garden to keep them safe from the wildlife. So I'm going to do a video about that for you. I've also got the back of the chickens to do because I've got those dwarf fruit trees. Do you remember earlier in the season I bought the medlar, the quince, the yellow, the green gage and the plum. So I've got those to go in around the back of the chickens. Now that is a complete disaster area at the moment. So I'm going to do a couple of special videos about that because I'm going to put the metal fence that's up on the rose walk back where it was behind the chickens. Now I took that out because I was going to build a polytunnel from scratch and I did a video about it, but I never did anything with it because I managed to get the money together from selling a knitting machine, and that's the polytunnel that's now up in the garden. So I don't need two polytunnels, and I really don't want to have food down that end of the garden where the rats could take up residence, and I'll never know about it until it's too late, like this time. And I just want the food where I can keep an eye on it, get to it easily down this end of the garden. So I'm going to turn that area up there. I'm going to put a pergola up in there because I've got one that my mum and dad gave me. So that's going to go up in there, and I'm going to see that turn that into like a little secret enclave to sit in the summer, read a book, and just enjoy the view, because you get a lovely view from that little spot there. So that's what I'm going to do with that. Yeah, so I've written a little list actually of videos that are to come. There you go, there's my list. So yeah, I'm going to re-roof the pergola and get that finished, because I've got an idea for that, to turn that into a little kind of garden room. So I'm going to do that because I've got loads of tree branches that need using up, and I thought I'd build a little wall with a window, and not a real window but just like an opening. And then I've got some see-through plastic that I got off Temu, and I thought, well, I can line it with that to make a window in the west when it's raining, and I can sit in there out of the rain. So they're my plans for that. I'm also going to build a white picket fence up on my rose garden, which is in that direction behind the kitchen. And I'm going to build that out of pallet wood that I've got in the garden, and that's going to be a new project to put up the back of the garden for the rose walk. And I think that'll look really nice with the barn up there as well. A nice little picket fence all the way along, the roses on one side, the hydrangeas and spirea on the other side, and then the house behind that. So I think that'll be a nice view from the kitchen then, because the white or whatever colour I paint it will then emphasize the plants that are in front of it, which I get to see then, because I've got blue hydrangea up there, I've got purple hydrangea, and I've got pink spirea up there as well. So yeah, I'll get a nice mix up there. What else have I got? Do you know, I used to have a multicoloured Joseph's Coat spirea, and I can't remember what happened to it. Where did that go? Maybe it died. Might have to buy one. I've also bought some new plants, so I'm going to show you the new plants that I've bought. I'll show you that in this video, because I've got some lovely colours at the garden centre for my birthday, because my husband gave me some money for my birthday, so of course I bought plants. I did buy clothes, but they had to go back because they were awful. I'm just terrible at buying clothes. I'd rather buy plants than buy clothes. I've just been so busy. Do you know, I've been so busy, I just haven't thought about doing videos for you. I'm really sorry. Anyway, we're going to go up in the garden. We're going to go and have a look. As I say, there's a lot of videos to come. You can see from that. I can't find the rose video footage. I was going to put the music to it. Can't find that anywhere. So as soon as I find it, I'm hoping to be able to upload that for you as well. So I'm going to be busy in the next couple of weeks getting jobs done in the garden, hopefully while the weather's dry. Hopefully it won't rain today any more than it already has done. Tired after yesterday. And yeah, we'll have a little look round and we'll see what's going on. And we'll go up the top of the garden and I'll show you around where the couple of projects are that I've got in mind for new videos. So see you in a minute. So if you're enjoying this video, do like and subscribe, do hit the bell, and let's get on with looking around the garden. Sorry about all the noise in the background, but they're cutting down the larch forest. Apparently the larch has got disease, and the government's told them they've got to take it down. So that's what they're doing. They're chainsawing it all by hand as well, which seems to be taking ages. But me and Gertie, we're just off back to see the others, because she's still eating the eggs. And do you know, I've been so busy, I just haven't had time to sort her out. So last night I decided for the next 30 days she's going to be in the house of an evening, wait until Daisy's done her egg, and hopefully we'll break the cycle and she'll stop eating the eggs. So she's going back in, and then I'm going to show you my plans of what I've got planned around the garden in the coming weeks for our videos. Pippa's being very noisy. Grace is wondering what all the fuss is about. She's had a sore eye and a bit of a sinus infection, and she's feeling a bit better. Sorry about the focus. Daisy's feathers are coming back after Gertie pecking at her. And Pippa's just finished her brood. So it's all been going on in the chicken house. But Daisy's feathers are coming back nicely now. Can you see them? So Pippa's still being grumpy. She's always grumpy. Doesn't matter what's going on in the chicken house, she's always got to grump. But I'll let them out in a bit when Gertie's done her egg, because I have a feeling she's going to do her egg in the next few minutes. Let's just check and see if there's any eggs in there. I had daisies this morning. I have a feeling someone's had an egg today and eaten it. So maybe it's not just Gertie who's doing it now. But yeah, it looks like somebody's had an egg down there. Look at that. Little swines. Right, so this is the first plan. I want to redo their run. So I'm going to build them a new house. I'm going to switch it round and pop it along there. Get that doorway to open again. And I'm going to build them some nest boxes outside. They're going to have some tree branches to perch on. And I'm going to build them a bird feeder style thing with perch bars on, with different feeding stations, because I've got a peck ball for them to peck at. They've got their hanging basket, which I put all my weeds in. And then I'll hang the waterer and the feeder on it as well. And that'll just tidy all this area up, get everything tidy. And I've decided to get rid of the perspex. Oh, they're all on the escape. Just a sec. Where are you girls off to? Oi, where are you off to? Right, I need to rebuild my rocket stove as well, because I'm going to do some natural dyes in the autumn. And I need to get this. Have you seen the state of my fruit cage? It's an absolute disaster. I need to get in to try and harvest the fruit, but it's just been so wet I've not been able to get out and sort it out. So I need to get on with that, because the birds have been eating my currants. I think the currants are non-existent this year anyway because of the weather. And I need to sort this tree out. This is a hawthorn. Not a hawthorn, a hornbeam. But it's got very tall, as you can see. So it needs sorting out, and this hedge needs sorting out as well. But it's just, everything's just gone monstrous this year because of all the weather. Right, let's just go round this way. This is round the back of the chickens. And I've shown you this recently, but I'll just talk you through it again. I managed to tidy everything up, and all this is all going to the bonfire in the field. Probably that pallet as well, I'm going to split up and use that. This is the wood I'm going to use for my picket fence. It all needs sanding off and tidying up, but I think it'll look really nice when it's done. And then that's going to get painted white. In the corner here is where I'm going to put my pergola. I'm going to sort this hazel tree out. I'm not going to put it right into the corner, but I'm going to make it into a little patio area and get that tidy. Along the fence here, I've planted silver birch and rowan berry all the way along there. I'm letting some of the laurel grow so it'll grow tall and block out some of the noise from the factory at the back. They're not there at the moment. I think they've come to the point in the season now where they're not busy with the beehives. All this wood here needs shifting. It's all dried, all ready for the bonfire, but it's got wet with the weather, so all that needs sorting and taking away. And then in front of it, roughly from, let's see, where that, what's it called, greenhouse is, all the way along here to this shed here, is where that metal fence is going to go. And I'll take you up the garden in a minute and show you that. I have got a field apple coming back here, so I'm going to leave that in. There's a silver birch growing there, so I'm going to leave that in. I might leave that laurel. I'll see. I'll decide what I'm going to do with that. I don't like laurel. And yeah, this is where the fruit is going to go. I've also got an ash there, so I think I'm going to get rid of that. But all this along here is going to be fruit, all the way up to that shed there. And I've got some perspex that's off my old chicken run. That's going to go on the back of that and tidy that up. I love this. I love the colour of the pinks in this. I think it's absolutely beautiful. So I'm going to grow that so it grows along this wall. So I can see I've got to put some mesh where my outlet is for my fire in my shed. And I did have a blackbird nesting in my shed up there. So I need to sort that out and get rid of the blackbird and try and fill in some of the holes. I could do with a bit more roofing felt, I think. just to finish off the back here, so I might have to get some of that. So that's this area here, and then it's going to be grass in the middle, so it's easy to look after. And then I'm going to do a border on this side and a border on that side with some fruit in, so we're going to get a good bit of fruit in here. And it'll be like a little woodland enclave, somewhere to sit. It'll get a bit of sun, and yeah, it'll just be really nice. So we're just going to go up the top of the garden. Right, so I've sorted my compost bins out, and I've put this nice little sink here now with some flowers in. This is one of the sinks. This is the sink out of my garage room. So it's a nice old sink. It has got a name on it. I can see. It is Sanitary Engineer. It's got on there, and it's George Davis. There you go. There's the label. So I didn't want to throw it away. I wanted to keep it. It's even still got the plug. There are we. See? Still got the plug on it. But yeah, it was flooding, but I managed to sort that out, so that's good. I put clematis in as well, which I'm going to grow around the window. So that's going to grow up here and round here, so that will be nice. I put an anti-rhinum in. I put not sure what that is. Not sure what that is, but it's going to have a flower on it. And a saxifrage, so that's good. I might put some bulbs in. I might put them in there, some tay-to-tay. I'm going to do bulbs in this one. And this is just an old jam pan that's got a hole in the bottom. So yeah, I'm happy with my compost bins. This one's I'm not going to use this year, I don't think. I've sorted the water butt out. So yeah, they're ready to go, but I'm not going to use them for the time being. I want to make extra sure that the rats have gone before I start doing my compost again. Right, let's have a look around here. So all this rubbish, by the way, sorry about the mess, but it's just from sorting out for the rats. Have you seen my beautiful rose? It doesn't have any scent. Look at that, isn't that gorgeous? I'm going to call it the Melba Rose. No idea what the name is. It's one of those cheap ones from Charlie's. I'm going to call it the Melba Rose. So I'm going to redo the roof on my shed. And I'm thinking of getting some more roofing felt, as I say, for this shed and sorting that out. Either that, or I'm going to line it in plastic and do a living roof right across the lot. But I haven't decided yet. I think that would look really nice from the house. I could put bulbs in, put some alpine plants in, and try and slow the rain down. But we shall see, we shall see. Haven't decided yet. This is my pergola. As I say, I haven't done the roof yet. It's been far too wet and I've been far too busy. But as you can see, it's coming together nicely. I think I'm going to put the roof off the tool shed on here, because that's brown and that'll blend in with the rest of the garden. I've put my bench that I had under the window, and I've got a surprise for you. I'll show you that in a minute. So that's going to stay in here. It's all nicely painted because I painted it for under the window. And what I thought was, around the sides here, is doing like branches up to about 1 metre tall, say about 3 foot tall, and then I've got some plastic that will go here and shield me from the wind and the rain. And I've still got some plants to go in. So yeah, it's going to be a nice little area to sit and a nice area to look at from the house. So it's all come together nicely. All these things are all nicely planted. This log here, I fished out the river when we lived in our old house, and we used to go looking for wood in the river. I'm going to leave the, that's how we used to get all our wood at one time, with fishing it out the river and chopping it ourselves. I'm going to leave this pear tree here. I've got loads of clematis and jasmine to go in. I've also got a potato flower, so I'm thinking of putting that there. I think this is one of those what's it called? That astilbe I've got in the garden that has all the bees and everything on. I think that's one of them. So I may need to take that out, but we'll see how it grows. I put my sign back up that I found in the garage. That was probably from when they used to do the fairs here at the big house next door. My wage just recovered there, so that's going to be lovely. It's one of those red ones. Got a magnolia in there as well. Not much new to show you here. Lots of weeds. Need to do some weeding, but again, I need to be able to get out. Now what I realised was, this space here used to be filled with laurel, and it used to come right out to where the bench is here, all the way along here. Now I realise now that Gordon planted that as a noise barrier for the factory at the back. Now I'm in two minds. I'm going to talk about it with you. I'm in two minds as to whether to ditch the flowers and have hedge all the way along here and have it trees growing up like it was, and have it as a noise barrier. Because this part of the garden, it does grow, it doesn't grow, I don't know. I've got my rhododendrons. I could pull the rhododendrons forward, and yeah, I'm not sure. I'm torn. They say you need a 25-foot space to deaden the noise. This is 11. So I don't know. I'm thinking about it. I'm in the process of thinking. Border here is looking really nice. I need to deadhead that rose. That's Elizabeth. It's just come to an end. As I say, the roses have come and they've just gone as quickly as they've arrived, really. It's been rubbish. I've got some buds coming again on this one, the Generous Gardener. I gave it a good dose of chicken feed. It seems to be doing quite well. I've still got all these are plants waiting to go in. I've got to find a home for them. And then this is the rose walk. Now I've been just chucking stuff in here. Again, there used to be laurel here and it used to grow all the way up there. And it must have been a great thing for deadening the noise. So yeah, I'm thinking of reinstalling it. Maybe not as thick so as I can enjoy the rhododendrons and things. But we shall see. We shall see. See what happens. Have you seen the chamomile? Isn't that beautiful? This is lovely. Right, this is another area of the garden that I do want to do. It's all starting to come together nicely. I've had no flowers yet on my, what's it called? Tree peony. Not had any flowers yet, but I did buy some new plants. Do you want to see what I bought? I got this hibiscus. Now look at the flowers on that. Isn't that gorgeous? Absolutely beautiful. This one's called from Luna, and it's Eclipse. Has large flowers, as you can see. Put it down for a minute. Now, one of them grows 2 meters tall. This one grows 90 centimeters by 45 centimeters, part shade. Look at those flowers. Aren't they gorgeous? So I'm thinking of putting that on the hill there. I think that would look really nice. Really nice. In fact, I can see where I want it. Just looking with you now. I think it's going to go on there. I think it can go there. Ooh, where are we? I think it's going to go there. Have a look. Yeah, I think that'll look really nice there because that's white. Then you've got the colour of that, and then you've got all the red rhododendrons behind, and it's mixed in with yellow and purple. Yeah, so that can go there, because I've also got a red astilbe there. So that's that. Then I bought another hibiscus, because you can dye fabric with them, you see. You can do those eco printing with them. So we got this one, lavender chiffon. As you can see, they're a really good price, $11.95. And this one grows 2.5 meters by 1.5 meters over 10 years. So this one's going to be fabulous, absolutely fabulous. Now, what does it say the growing conditions are? Plant in full sun and well-drained soil. Right, okay. So that needs to go in a good spot, really, where it can grow big. So maybe on the back here. Maybe in that corner there. That would lighten up that corner, wouldn't it? And take that azalea out and move that somewhere else. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that. I also got this mallow. This one here. It's a malva. So I'm happy with that. Got 2 of those. I've also got these. I got those in the garden centre for £1, the malva. And then I got the delphiniums. I got 3 of them. Dark blue, white bee. I've got 3 of those. And then I've got this verbena, which I got in the garden centre for my birthday. So that needs to go somewhere. I've been putting them out so I can see where I want them. I've got a tarragon, French tarragon, so that needs to go in the veg garden. I've got 2 of these. I've got this lovely colour here. This is a monarda. So that needs to go in. But it's been on the floor, so it's got a bit wet. And then I've got another daisy. This one here. I get these in a local shop. And they're always really, really good plants. And they're really cheap. This one is can't pronounce that. Euryops. Anyway, it's supposed to have a reddy yellow flower on it. So that's that. I've moved Grace. She's up here now. I've got another delphinium. There you go. And then I've got this beautiful flower. Now, I've no idea what it is. I've no idea how tall it's going to grow. It has got a label. Let's have a look at the label. It's called Splendid Thalectrum. Open sprays of lilac purple flowers in summer over delicate fern-like foliage, sun and part shade, humus rich but free drained soil, 1.5 metres tall. But look how beautiful that flower is. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Very delicate. So I don't know where that's going. What else have we got? I've been spreading them out because I've been trying to put them out where I want them. What's this one? Oh, another monarda. This is Violet Queen. Is that the same as that one? But again, another nice big healthy plant from that shop. What's this one? No, this one's called Grape Gumball. Sugar Buzz. So I've got 2 different ones of them. And then this is the metal fence. This is the other project I've got. Of moving the metal fence. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 5 pieces of fence there. I've got another one in the porch down there and another one up the back garden. So I've got 7 of them. So that's all going to get moved. I can't do it right now because my fruit's just about doing really well. I've got currants this year. Look, the birds have left them alone. But yeah, this is where the picket fence is going. Along here. I'm just going to leave the fence posts in and just attach my wood to the fence post where they are. The reason I'm taking it is I need to redo the fence posts, and I just think it's going to be a lot easier and a lot nicer because I won't be able to see through then to the barn, so I won't be able to see the mess up this end of the garden, and I'll be able to see the plants that are on the other side of the fence, because I do have plants over there. Let me just show you. And I just think it'll offset the roses really well. I've got this hydrangea of Gordon's, and it's a blue one. Nice blue flower. I've got this hypenicum, which I got off an elderly gentleman I used to work for. And it was from Hidcus. No, it wasn't. It was from Highgrove. So, yeah. So I wanted to keep that. So that's a nice, what's it called? Hypenicum. And then along here, I did plant other plants. This was one of his, but I might take it out. Have you seen the lovely red berries on it this year? Really pretty. And then along here, I've also got cuttings and plants that I've bought. Now, I've got a hydrangea here, which I think this is a white one. I've got another one here, which I think is a pink one. And then I've got another one here, which is a pink one in there. And then I've got spirea and hydrangea all the way along there. So I really want to clear this. And I just think if I get rid of this fence, it'll just mean then I can see from the kitchen the plants on this side. Because I want to do something with this bank. I want to get rid of all this fern and some of the hypenicum. I know the bees love it. But I might put the hypenicum down on the floor and I want to do climbing plants, not climbing plants, spreading plants, you know, ground cover plants. So it'll look pretty from the house. But I do love this spire here. This was just one plant. And it was under the, what's it called, magnolia tree. Sorry, my brain's not working today. It was under the magnolia tree and it was just getting swamped. So yeah, I decided to move it, and I'm so glad I did, because I get to see it from, you seen the bug? I get to see it from the house. So yeah, that's my thoughts for that. So we're nearly there. We are nearly there. There's a lot to show you because I haven't seen you. But I just need to be able to get in to clear things up. My fruit's doing well. It's settling in nicely. My pears. These are the pears that I bought earlier in the year. And I got the 2 for $12 at B&M. So you can see they are good plants. They do grow well. And the way this is growing, I'm going to be able to grow it as an espalier. So that's good. The last thing I want to show you that I want to do is the barn. Now, this eventually is going to be a workroom for me, and I'm going to come out of the garage and I'm going to come in here. But as you can see, there's no roof, there's no floor, there's no walls, and it's very overgrown. So what I want to do is, I want to be able to get in to rebuild the wall here. I did start it 2 years ago, and then last year I couldn't because we had the bee swarm up there, so that put pace to that. There's a beautiful bottle brush plant in here that was Gordon's. This one. Now, isn't that gorgeous? Now, I need to find somewhere else for this eventually. But for now, what I want to do is I want to rescue it. So we've got masses of this geranium. There's brambles in here. I know I'm going to lose all that fruit. But I just want it cleared. I don't want it getting established. And if we get some nice weather, I want to plod on with my wall. So what I'm going to do is, I'm thinking of raising the back a bit so the water doesn't run off so fast. And I'm going to put a gutter up as well. I have got a rowan berry tree there, but I might leave that in because that covers that window nicely. And I'm thinking of getting the angle not so steep on the roof, and then I can sort the roof out. But I don't want it to fall down, and I'm getting the feeling, looking at it, that it's going to fall down if I don't do something with it. So yeah, that's my plan for here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this wall on the front here, and I'm going to take out all this apart from that bottle brush plant, and then I'm going to get some nice stones. I'm going to put them down on the floor with some mesh underneath, and get out any of the big stones that maybe I could use in the wall, and then get this barn rebuilt. As I say, I have started it, but it needs to be finished. And I also want to replace that trellis that's in the corner there. I've got an old gate to go in, and I thought that I would put the old gate there and get this area tidied up, because this is I think it's of a viburnum, and it has like a white pom-pom flower on it. I've got one down by the field, and this is the original one here, and I've had this one for about 10 years now, and it's growing really well. It seems to like this spot. So that's my thoughts for that. So I think that's it for me for today. I just wanted to show you around the garden, show you the plans for the upcoming videos, and show you how the garden's looking. It's a bit of a non-starter this year, to be honest, with the weather. I don't know how everybody else is finding it where they are. Maybe leave comments in the comment section below and let me know how your garden's doing, how the weather's been where you are, because here, I have to say, it's more like autumn. We haven't had summer. We've had probably about 4 nice days in July so far, and they've not been hot. You've not been wanting to sit out in a summer dress anyway, or just sleeves. I'm always in a cardigan. I've even had jumpers on. I had an Aran weight jumper on the other day. I was that cold. I had the fire on last night. And what's that? The 15th of February, 15th of July, sorry. And I had the fire on. So yeah, it is silly. It is ridiculous. I'm not sure how the fruit's going to do this year. It's forming nicely. I've got lots of apples. Lots of apples. And I'm just hoping we don't have a storm and they all get blown off the tree. But yeah, it's not looking like a summer garden. It's quite depressing really, because the roses came, I did that video, and you know the roses have hardly been back since. Should be full of the garden in July with all the roses I've got. Should be full, absolutely full of roses, but we've just not had the sun. So who knows if we're going to get summer this year. Gertrude and Roald Dahl always put on a splendid display, and they're looking lovely this year. They are, they're really looking lovely. But yeah, that always looks beautiful, always looks stunning from the house. But even Tottering by Gently, that's usually full of flowers till November, hardly got anything on it now. It's got about 4 or 5. It's got some buds, but not much. Oh, do you know what? I'm really liking that hibiscus over there. So yeah, I'm going to get my plants in. I have got a couple of others, but I'll show you them in the next video. And yeah, I'll take you down the veg garden in the next video as well. If I can find my rose footage, I'll do that for Sunday for you. As soon as I find it, I'll put it on, because all the roses looked absolutely splendid in June. And they were all out, so I could show you all of the different roses I've got in my garden. And I must have about 16 David Austin roses. So yeah, I think that's about it for today. Sorry it's a bit of a long video, but I had a lot to catch up on with you. And I just wanted to show you the projects that are coming through the summer for my special Sunday videos. So yeah, I'll see you in the next video, and I hope you all have a good week, and I will see you soon. If you've enjoyed my video, do like and subscribe. Do hit that notification bell, and that tells you when I upload new videos. It doesn't cost you a penny, absolutely free to do, and it tells YouTube that people like my videos, and then they get shown to more people, and I get seen by more and more people on YouTube. So thank you to all you lovely new subscribers who are coming along for the ride, new and old, and I will see you soon. So take care, bye for now, bye bye.